In number 1 Cochran, we invite you to stop down there and check things out. Number 1 Cochran Automotive, specializing in people and the cars they drive. The all-pro late models are ready to go. In corner number 4 is Bob Waring Jr. Bobby Burgess, bring him down. Into turn number 1 we go. The Ford Power number 17 of Bob Waring Jr. Bottom side of Speedway, your early leader. Bobby Burgess hanging tough on the outside. Wally Stock rides third ahead of Dick Martin. All right, here comes your green. Well, once again, Waring and Burgess and Martin run 1, 2, and 3. Bobby Burgess up high out of corner number 4, takes the lead. Dave Satterley is hard into the fence of the 79 car. Bob Burgess swings him off of that 4th turn. The 2 Fords duking it out for 2nd and 3rd. Dick Jones heads for the pits in car number 15. Dick Martin into 2nd in the pole place, number 28B. Off the 4th corner, he comes charging, looking to get after young Mr. Burgess. Burgess and Martin now work up behind the car of Dan Peichel. And Burgess is going to head for the low side of the Speedway. And Martin up on the high side takes the lead. Bob Burgess out of shape in turn number 2. Gathers it back up, but the Waring family moves on by. And Dick Martin is out in front. Ordinarily, Martin is not known for being a wet track driver, but he has dialed in the Bolt Place car now. Bob Waring Jr., Bob Waring Sr., Lynn Geisler now gets around Bob Burgess. Then it's Dave Satterley, Wally Stock, Ben Miley, John Garvin, Keith Zimmerman, Floyd Klein, Ari Weaver, Lucky Watt, and Gary Lyle. All the backstretch now. Martin opens up about a half a straightaway lead. He got off to a great start this year, winning the first 2 features. He's been shut out since then. But he is working it hard now. Carl Bittner's got a problem at 2 as he slows down. Off of corner number 4. Here's your leader, Martin. Heading into some heavy traffic now. Waring Jr., Sr., and Geisler. Still 2, 3, and 4. We're halfway home. Look out, Martin has to squeeze the 28 car by the number 12. And we're going to get a yellow. Caution is out. It was a lapped car. It's Bob Waring Jr. and Sr. riding 2nd and 3rd. And here we go. things up in the 28B. Little contact between Klein and O'Donnell as they came off the fourth turn. Working on Bob Waring Sr. for that third spot. A little bit of smoke now out of Bob Waring Jr.'s car. Fords run 1 and 2 in this one. Barton to the back straightaway. This time around, he'll complete lap 15 and have just 5 to go. And look out. Waring Jr. and Sr. get together on the backstretch. And we'll have 14 laps down as Bob Waring Jr. and Bob Waring Sr.
Okay, the report on Bob Waring's number one, Bob Waring Sr.'s number one is a broken left front tie rod.
6 laps in this one. This could be reminiscent of a few years back when Barton and Geisler used to hook it up all the time. Down in 1 and 2, Barton hangs on. Geisler still chasing him second. Satterley gets into the third spot. Bob Burgess goes fourth. Ben Miley is still fifth. We have 5 laps remaining, just a handful of laps to go, and Lynn Geisler is putting the heat on Dick Barton. Off of corner number 4, Barton is your leader by 2 car lengths as the mud flies down the home straightaway. Sending those mud balls his way. Geisler again draws up on the back bumper of Barton. And I think Geisler may be setting him up for something here. Watch him next time in turn 2. It looked as though Lynn Geisler is setting up a move up in that second corner, and here he comes. Geisler will chase him hard into turns 3 and 4. It's magic mile, 2 to go. Geisler puts the heat on as Bob Burgess now works on Dave Satterley for third. Barton is just a tad bit out of shape in turn number 2. Burgess is back into third. Here they come off of 4. Barton up high and Geisler down low. White flag last time around. Satterley now getting pressured by Ben Miley is up in turn number 1 and 2. They'll run up on a lap car in this final corner. Barton dives low. Geisler goes with him out of 4. Geisler will not do it. Barton will win it. Al Dick Barton for the third time of the 1994 racing season will collect
There's trouble again over there.
Check. Well, Dick Barton, first of all, it's always good to see you back here in Victory Lane. It's been quite a dry spell for you here at Don Martin's Lernerville Speedway and the All-Pro late models.
Yeah, we set some pretty high standards for ourselves, and I guess by our standards we've been slipping a little bit. But the guys have never given up. I mean, they worked hard this last week. They changed motors and worked all week long in a race car, and at least for that feature, it felt pretty good.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, that feature race, Dick, going back to it, looks like you were dominating which you were in the first 15 laps, and then after that little get-together between the two Warings, sort of tightened the field up between you and Mr. Geisler.
Yeah, I got a sniff of Lynn behind me, and I figured I better start protecting the bottom a little bit more, and I mean, Lynn is certainly he's one of the best, and you know, when you beat him, you deserve it, I guess. But this Ford motor had a little something tonight, I guess.
Indeed, a fine run. Ladies and gentlemen, winning the first of two All-Star, I should say All-Pro late model feature events, Dick Barton in the Bolt Place number 28 Ford.
Just make sure when you go in there, you tell them you're a race fan, because that means a lot to these companies that back the racing efforts here at the Lernerville Speedway. It's very important to support those folks, but it's also very important that you let them know that you know they're advertising here. Otherwise, they don't know whether it's, who it is. So make sure you let them know anytime you're in any business that sponsors the sport. Well, we're not going to go here. Well, some folks are getting just a little bit. The green is out and we're going racing. All the backstretch. Phil O'Donnell is your early leader. The Pink Panther, Ben Miley, shakes out second. Geisler now charges on the bottom third. Into 3 and 4. Phil O'Donnell leads them down the home stretch, followed by Miley, Geisler, Gary Lyle, and Dick Barton. Ben Miley on the inside has the second spot, but not for long. Geisler gets by him. And Lynn's got his sights set on the top spot as they come out of corner number 4. Off the first and second turn, Lynn Geisler is your new leader. Trouble in the 99 car. Ben Bellick is headed back to the pits in the 48. Dick Barton gets the rear end a little bit wide as he tried to get the third spot from Gary Lyle. Geisler and O'Donnell run 1 and 2, then Gary Lyle, then Barton, and Barton slows coming out of turn number 4. Looks like the 28B may have broken something. Flat tire on the left rear. Wally Stock is headed to the pits. Ben Miley is headed down toward the infield. And Geisler is headed on his last lap. Comes Lynn Geisler to take the win. Phil O'Donnell, his best drive of the season, gets second. Gary Lyle is third. So then Geisler taking the win on the Cochran #1. Phil O'Donnell in for second in the 27 car. And qualifies 6 cars out of each heat event. Second All-Pro late model heat event comes to the Speedway now. Lernerville Speedway, their stuff is available down there for you. Danny Swartzlander and Ari Weaver set to come out of corner #4. Here we go. To the backstretch, and Ari Weaver breaks out on top. Weaver brings him out of 4. Look out, David Satterley going around and around. And everybody's going to sort themselves out, it looks like. Possible exception is Carl Bittner here. And we're going to have to get a yellow. Yellow is out for Bittner in the 12. Ari Weaver out in front. Bobby Burgess second. Craig Wheeling drops the green, and here we go again. Weaver, top side of the Speedway, is your leader. He hangs on, gets a little bit wide in 2, and Nick Jones motors on by. Ari draws right up inside of Jones out of corner #4. Bobby Burgess working hard on Weaver. Down in 1 and 2, and Burgess now looks to the low side of the Speedway, trying to get a move on Ari. Nick Jones is the man who sets the pace. We are halfway home. Weaver is still second. Now Burgess gets inside of him. Yes, to the back straightaway. Bobby Burgess into the runner-up spot. Ari Weaver falls to third. Bob Waring Jr. now heats it up on Weaver for third. And the yellow is out. Jim Milbert has cooked the 14 car. These guys are going to qualify. Nick Jones is your leader of the 15 car, sets his machine out of turn #4. Bobby Burgess chasing him second. Bob Waring Sr. and Dave Satterley have gotten by Ari Weaver as we're on our final lap. Checkered flag for Nick Jones. Nick Jones taking the win in the 15. Second spot will go to Bob Burgess in car number 34. Bob Waring Sr. finishing third. Well, we get race fans that travel great distances to be here at the Lernerville Speedway for a race. Gentleman by the name of Joe Viscator. Okay, Bobby Burgess and Blackie White bring him down the whole straightaway. Burgess is quick on the trigger. Bobby Burgess streaks out in front. Dave Satterley trying to get under Blackie Watt as they go to the backstretch. Look out, problems in 3. Nick Jones is around. Geisler is out over the hill. Carl Bittner is out over the hill. And the yellow is out. One down, one lap is completed. And Bob Burgess and Dave Satterley head them down the front straightaway. Burgess in command, Satterley high side of the racetrack, looking for some racing room there. A little crowd as he come off of 2, but he got a good drive. Geisler is on his way through the field into number 1. He's high, wide, and handsome, charging down that front straightaway, but Bobby Burgess rides out in front. Satterley is second. Blackie Watt third, then Gary Lyle and Bob Waring Sr. And a problem down into the yellow is out. That is Wally Stock in car number 74.
The boat placed number 28, so he's headed back to the pit area. Have that checked on.
Completed. There are 18 laps to go. As the green comes down. Again, Bob Burgess breaks out on top. Gary Lyle gets up into the second position in car number 10. John Garvin plowing up the inside of turn number 4. But Burgess has a whole pack of cars snarling in behind him. Keep one eye on Lynn Geisler as he's dicing through the field. In the number 1, Gary Lyle knocking on the door along with Bob Waring Sr. and Dave Satterley. Excellent racing up front. Three wide for the second spot as they came out of 2 that time. We're just hugging that bottom side of the racetrack with Waring Sr. now second. But 2 and down the back straightaway. Bobby Burgess, Bob Waring Sr., Dave Satterley, and now Satterley again. Mounts a charge on the outside of the Speedway. Evans can get around Waring coming out of 2 on that high line, but Waring getting a little more speed out of the low side of turn number 4. And Bob Waring Sr. has turned up the pressure on Bobby Burgess. Ben Bellich pitting in the 48 car. Gary Lyle running third ahead of Dave Satterley. Burgess has opened up about 6 car lengths now on Bob Waring Sr. On the backstretch, Waring gets a great drive, a lot of forward bite on that car out of 2. He draws right up behind Burgess. So it went from 6 car lengths down to 2 in 1 lap. As the veteran Bob Waring Sr. working on the youngster Bob Burgess. Gary Lyle is third, but here comes that white car with the blue Cochrane number 1. We are halfway through, 10 laps down. Waring continues to pressure Burgess. Geisler is into third. Lynn has drove one heck of a race coming from the tail of the field. You get a caution, it could be real interesting now. As Geisler decides to settle up on the high side of the Speedway. High, wide, and handsome Lynn Geisler is on the charge. Bill Burgess and Bob Waring Sr. 1 and 2. And we got a wreck down in turn number 1. The yellow will come out. Couple cars getting together. Looks like Waring restarting on that outside, and you see he's up there on the high side. He's going to plant that right rear on the cushion out of turn number 4 and try and get a good drive off. Here he comes. We'll see if it works. Younger driver might have just come spinning the wheels out of the middle groove, but Waring plants the right rear on the cushion. And he's got a lot of momentum up as he heads out of 3 and 4. Jumps the cushion that time. And Lynn Geisler now into the second spot. Keep an eye on Ben Miley. The Pink Panther is working third. Ben Miley on a charging car number 99. He rides third. Geisler, though, really putting the heat on Bobby Burgess. As both those drivers hook up on the low side of the speedway. Burgess taking the more direct line down the back chute while Geisler swings it a little bit wide. 5 to go. And Geisler has decided he's had enough of that low side, and here he comes hard. This is going to get interesting. Straddled the cushion out of 4 and found a lot of traction. On the high side of the speedway, Lynn Geisler is cranking it up. Burgess down low, Geisler flying up high. 3 laps remaining. No time to make an error here. Geisler again working that top side. Out of 4 he comes. Burgess holds him off and has 2 to go. This one is going to come right down to the wire as Geisler has found some racing room. Can't get it done and has to drop down low. He goes right back up high and now again to the bottom. He will give chase with 1 to go. 1 lap. Bobby Burgess working the lead down in turn number 1 and 2. Geisler chasing him. Burgess has 2 car lengths. He slips a little bit out of 2. Geisler has the hammer down out of corner number 4, and he'll get him at the line. How do you like that one, huh? Picking up the victory of the Cochran number 1 out of Evans City, Lynn Geisler. Bobby Burgess will get a very hard-fought second place.
Check, check.
Check.
One more picture of Nicky
Hey, found out where he had to fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, up there right now with Mr. Lynn Geisler is Jack Crow from number 1 Cochran down in Monroeville. And, of course, a friend of racing for a long time, Nick of Nick Chevrolet. Hi, Lynn.
How you doing?
How you doing, buddy? You didn't expect to see me up here, did you?
No, I didn't.
Well, I'll tell you what. This is the second time in 7 years I've been back to Lernerville, and it's the most exciting race I've seen in a long, long time. How the hell did you pull that thing out right at the end?
Well, I think it was the white flag as much as anything. When you know that's your last shot, and you got to go for whatever it is. And I had kind of been on the outside and knew there wasn't anybody challenging, so it was just go for nothing or all at all. And it worked out. Bobby ran a good race, though. I'll tell you, younger guys are definitely putting the heat on here, that's for sure. And he did run a real good race. But I think it kind of sums it up when somebody, a senior citizen like Nick, comes over and says, "Great job." That kind of sums it up.
Well, you know, I'll tell you what, it was one heck of a job. And I noticed you kept trying going high. I noticed you picking up space, going down to back, picking up. You tried it high and down, coming out of 4, and it looked like you picked up a little space. So then you tried it back down low, going towards the end of the race.
Yeah.
And then you banged it right back up on that last lap and took it away from him. Was that a little bit of strategy, or what was going on?
Kind of, you got to let somebody know where you are. And Bobby's definitely been good on the bottom, so it kind of was obvious that once I pressured him and he didn't give way, I was going to have to do something, and the outside was the only choice. And I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. I know it's kind of a mixed-up deal with all this raining and everything, but it all worked out for the best.
Well, I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, a nice big hand for Lynn Geisler, the Cochrane #1.